you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Well, welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us. You know this guy right here? I'm telling you, we are traveling all around the world with one of our most favorite games in the entire universe. And you're coming to Detroit to the legendary Fisher Theater. So if you've ever played I think, RJ, it's cards. Is it a video game? I'm a different kind of nerd, RJ. I'm a musical theater nerd. Help me. Don't judge. You're judging already, RJ. I
No,
see it.
no, no judgment, no judgment. No, it's tabletop. You roll dice, you talk to people. It's just like theater, but with little squares of plastic.
I love it. I love it. RJ, you're in New York right now. You're an actor.
I am.
And have you played Dungeons and Dragons before you were on the tour?
If I'm being so real, before we started in New York, I had maybe played 2 sessions of Dungeons and Dragons. There's some people who've been playing for like 10, 15 years in our company, and I had only just started playing. And now since I've played hours and hours and hours and hours of it. So like they kind of sold me on it. It's a great game.
Oh, and look, so you're telling me, even if I don't know the game, even if I've never played the game, even if I'm not familiar, am I going to be entertained? I should buy a ticket and head on down.
You gotta. We have boiled down this game into its most beautiful essence, which is we are having fun and telling a story together. And sometimes we don't decide what happens. Sometimes the roll of a 20-sided die decides what happens, and we have to honor it. And that is what you need to understand to enjoy the show. And if you understand more, great. If you understand less, we're still doing awesome comedy for 2.5 hours. Do not stress it.
So anybody, if you love the game, if you've never seen the game, if you love theater, if you love to laugh, if you love Dungeons and Dragons, this is for you.
It's for everyone. It's for
How many people
everyone.
how many people are on the road? Tell us about the cast that you get to work with.
Yes, we are a company of 9 actors who all swap between 5 different roles. What makes the show really special is that there are no principal or understudy actors in our company. So one day I'll be in Team Might. Some days I'll be in Team Magic. I'll be in Team Mischief. Some days I'll be backstage covering the show. Some days I'll be behind the bar as the tavern keeper role. And so all of us swap in and out. So any night you could get any combination of 5 out of the 9 of us. And so that means every show is a little bit different because there are different people behind the wheel, which means you got to come back and see it multiple times.
Wait, you have a 2.5 hour show, and how many lines do you know? How many parts do you cover?
I do 4 roles out of the 5, which is it's very interesting. What's interesting about it is that it's improv, so I don't have to memorize lines. It's more like some that I have to be prepared to be like, a grandma one day and like, a little goblin the next day. And just, it's more about preparing physicalities than memorizing lines, that's its own thing.
So it's an improv show, so there's scenarios, there's ideas, but you don't know what you're going to see every single night. How do you come up with the ideas? How do you describe what it is?
So when we go backstage, right, we have one moment to sort of plant a seed for the beginning of the show. And sometimes it'll be, based off of something that happened to one of us that day. It could be like, oh, I saw this like funny meme about someone whose house burned down because they burned their pizza rolls. And the show starts with pizza rolls. Or it could just be like, oh, I was reading, Game of Thrones today. Like, let's do something Game of Thrones. Like, it is, the seed is both so different and also so unimportant, right? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be something grand, but like one single thing can change the entire course of a 2.5 hour show.
This makes it even more exciting. So is your background theater or is it improv? Did you study improv? Or
My
did they just throw
background,
you up there, RJ? They just threw you up there and said, go get him, Tiger.
So my background is actually in music. I have a bachelor's of vocal performance. So I'm a musical theater guy, and I did not have any improv experience before I did the show. I auditioned, and on a whim, Ironically, my roommate was someone who played a whole bunch of Dungeons and Dragons and a whole bunch of improv. He had a whole bunch of improv experience, and I was like, "Man, you should audition for this." And he was like, "No, I'm about to get dental surgery, so I'll be healing during the rehearsal process. I can't go. You should go instead and see what happens." And now, nearly 2 years later, here we are.
I think you owe him 10%. I think he was your agent.
Yeah, he needs it.
Oh, well, you booked it. You booked it because your energy is off the chart, your acting ability. And if you could, do you sing? Do you give a little improv moment? Do you ever get up there and do a little Wayne Brady impression?
Oh, I do. There's one character who is a bard who like carries around a lute or a guitar, and so when I'm playing him, I'm singing. And sometimes he sounds like an opera guy. Sometimes he sounds like Michael Bolton. Like it really just depends on how I'm feeling that night. But I do some singing.
I'm kind of obsessed with this whole idea. Look, like I said, I don't know anything about it, but I know the Fisher is legendary. I know it's going to be this weekend. I know people need to get a ticket. I know that it's where musical theater shows like Hello Dolly and Dreamgirls got their pre-Broadway tryout. I mean, there's history on that stage, and now RJ is going to be there with the dragons and the dungeons and the people and come dressed up, and it's Halloween weekend and have a moment and celebration and go to dinner and there's free parking there, RJ. They don't have that in New York.
No, they do not. They do not. We fend for ourselves. It's horrid. So that means you have to come. You have to come and come to both shows and enjoy it while we're there.
Two shows, two chances to check this whole thing out. So what do people say to you when they meet you at the stage door? The people who love it, the people who don't know it? What's the feedback like?
It is so many times I get this reaction that I don't know if I have digested into my being of these kids. They'll be like from 10 to like 15, and they'll just be like, I've been looking for a space like this for a long time, and the 20-Sided Tavern has become a space where I can be a nerd. I can come dressed up in cosplay, and people don't make fun of me. They compliment me, and I can be cool, and I can be a part of a community. And that, I think, the first day of the tour, we started a tour in Kentucky, and it was so gorgeous. I said to our director, I understand what this tour is all about now. I understand why we're going around the country, because there are some people in these corners that don't have anything like this, and this is the best thing that's going to come to their town. And we, for one evening, can give them a place that they can call home, and hopefully they leave that theater and have a whole bunch of new friends. It's really everything.
Community is so important, and that is what's important. So people who, if you have kids or people who really enjoy this is something that they need to go. They'll be around people that may have similar interests, that enjoy comedy, enjoy Dungeons and Dragons, enjoys gaming, enjoying all of the things. We need a spot for them to feel comfortable, and this is a place where everyone's welcome.
And I mean, on a practical level, there's some people who are like, I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I couldn't find anyone who would play with me. I can't play it by myself. And it's like, maybe the people who are sitting beside you are going to be your next party members. Like this is every nerd in the Detroit area. Go ask that person sitting behind you. You're going to have some friends.
RJ, do you want to come over and play it with me? I don't know how to play.
I got you. It's so easy. I promise.
No, I think you don't have time because you're literally on the road. I think you're here for a day.
Oh, yeah. Well, so maybe not actually. But I'll be there in spirit.
Have you been to Detroit?
I have never been to Detroit. Not a moment in my life.
Do I have to bring you a Coney dog and a Fago soda? I mean, those are Detroit staples. Am I going to have to come down to the show and bring you a little Detroit care package, some better made potato chips?
Listen, I would not be opposed. I would not be opposed.
What is it like for you as an actor to be able to be on the road on a bus with the cast or a van or flying, whatever you all do? It must be a dream to really be able to see America and do these shows for audiences every single night.
I am, if I'm being so honest, I'm so under-traveled. So every single city, except for we just did Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'm from North Carolina, so I've been there. But besides that, every city is a city I've never been to. And so it has been like I had never been to Chicago before. I'd never been to Whitewater, Wisconsin. I had never been to Boston or Philly. Like I'd been to DC for an inauguration, but I was a kid and I didn't remember it. So like this is all so brand new and so awesome. And this cast has been through the fire together, and so we are locked in. And I trust these people with my life and with not making me go crazy on tour. And I think it really takes a special group of people to go through all of that, the buses, the airport security, going in and out of hotels, and not want to pull each other's hair out.
It must be incredible to do this show in front of 1,000 people and hear that laughter and hear that the applause and people going crazy. And there's nothing better as an actor to feel that energy.
It is electric, especially when there's a moment that clicks in, maybe about 20 minutes into the show at the latest, where the audience realize, oh, they love it when we interact. They love it. And so there'll be chants, like people will start chanting at us to do stuff. People will be shouting out from the balconies. And it's a point where they're like, oh, this isn't Wicked. This isn't, this isn't Mamma Mia. They want me to participate, which is, I think when that happens and that shift happens, that is when we are in primetime 20-sided tavern energy. Because it's like we say at the beginning of the show, the fourth wall has been shattered. And so when that moment happens, now we're sitting at a table with them. And now we're playing a game together. And now we're in the show.
So you're going to be interactive. It's going to be a part of it. So even if you've never seen it, or even if people are, the parents are like, I don't know what I'm doing. Your date doesn't know what I've never heard of this before. You're going to be sucked in. RJ's going to suck you in and make you want to be a part of this show. And by the end of it, you may be buying some merch and posting about your next game, tournament. I got to learn, RJ. I got to learn.
Listen, it's not just something to expect. The core of this show is that the audience decides what happens. Throughout the show, there are moments where we let them vote on what we're going to do. So like the core DNA of the show does not work without the audience. And so like we're not going to hurt you. Even if you don't know anything, it's even better. We get, we ask like a mom who brought their kid there, what should we name the bartender? And she'll say like Rupert, and it's great. And everyone is so excited because yeah, his name is Rupert and he's going to act like a Rupert, and that's going to change the whole story. Because you didn't want to name him like Gilgamesh the Second. You went with what you knew and you made it unique. So that it does not matter. We love every person in that theater.
Every single night's a different show. So go see both. Go see one. Definitely go see one. And it's BroadwayInDetroit.com right now. All the information and links are below us. And then what is this journey? Are you originally from New York?
I'm born and raised in North Carolina. North Carolina. I moved to New York when I was 18 for college, and then I lived in New York after that. I've been in New York for about 8 years at this point. So I really went from like being a country mouse to a city boy, and sort of skipped everything in between. Ironically, so there's so many cities that aren't New York that I'm like, well, this is cool too, huh? Not every city, the pizza rats are really our own thing, and not every city has pizza rats. It's
right down 8th Avenue. If you've ever been 8th Avenue, you got to take a selfie with a pizza rat, New York City. I mean, that's a rite of passage. I've never seen a rat with pizza in Detroit. Not yet. Have you all seen a rat with pizza in Detroit? In New York City, they have rats with pizza. You ever play Dungeons and Dragons? We got fans, RJ.
Hey, I wonder if the difference is the rats or the pizza.
Detroit style pizza is very thick and it's not easily carried by a rat.
So maybe the rats got to bulk up so they can carry the Detroit style.
They need some steroid See, I can do it probably. We need some steroid taking rats to carry Detroit pizza through the city.
And away we go. Now we're in it.
Kudos to you, RJ. Thank you for rolling with me as we're in school. It is lunchtime. We are here. We are making this work, and we're getting everyone to come out this weekend, everybody, right at the Fisher Theater here in Detroit, or see the website below to see all the dates that are coming. on the future because he's coming across the entire. RJ's going to take over him and his steroid pizza eating rats and his cast of Dungeons and Dragons. Are they really dragons?
Oh, they're dragons in the
Like Game
dungeon.
of Thrones dragons?
Well, legally I can't say yes, but potentially.
Game of Thrones people who love the show would love this show.
And in fact, yes, they would. Because we sometimes got a dragon. Sometimes we got mothers and dragons. Maybe mothers of dragons.
Not a mother dragon, a dragon mother.
Dragon
mother lover.
Dragon mother lover. Under the cover. Undercover in the
See, and that's the show, everybody.
and away we go.
Go see it. Thank you for hanging out with us. Congratulations. We're so excited for you to be here in the D.
Of course. Excited for it.